Hey guys, this is Brendan with Gone Mobile Vans. We're here inside our new shop in Costa Mesa, California. And behind me is a 2025 high roof all-wheel drive Transit. It's in an Abyss Gray colorway. Looks killer. Let me show it to you. All right guys, right up front, this is a 2025 high roof all-wheel drive Transit. This is a 350 Transit. It's in the Abyss Gray. It's got the 10-speed automatic transmission, the EcoBoost engine, 300 plus horsepower, 400 pound-feet of torque. Really an awesome platform for us to work on. So right up front, we changed up the front end quite a bit. We've got a Raptor grille. We replaced the only chrome still on the van with an all blacked out Raptor grille. It looks fantastic. Below that, we've got a Flatline Van Company nudge bar. Nudge bar is perfect for adding some extra lights if you're interested. It does give a little bit extra aggressive look. Looks pretty cool in our opinion. And then right below that, we got a Transit Off-Road skid plate for the intercooler and underbody protection on the front of this van. Looks killer. All three of those things together looks really nice. In addition to the other front end upgrades, we have these Flexera 4 KC highlights on there. We've got the brackets from Van Compass that mount right to the hood line. It really gives you some excellent illumination at night. Point them out to the side to get those ditches or the side of the road to make sure you're getting into your campsite safely at night. So these lights have an amber backlight and full bright white. Really nice setup. All right, so for suspension upgrades on this van, we went with a Van Compass Stage 4 Topo 2.0 kit. This allows us to get some 265, 75, 16 tires on there with some Method 703 black wheels. They look fantastic. This gives you about 2 inches of suspension lift and another inch plus in height because of the larger tire size. Really puts this van in the right proportions. Really nice ride with the adjustable Falcon shocks in the rear. Really happy with this setup. On the top of this van, we went with the Flatline Van Company Safari rack. This is the double basket rack with no drop front. This client wanted to go this direction. He has no intentions of ever adding a front light on the top, so it looks really nice up there. Fiamma F45S awning mounted to the side of it. We have two 100-watt solar panels. We've got the Max fan, an AC unit, and Starlink Mini all mounted up there. Plenty of additional space for more storage or for getting up onto the roof rack and hanging out up there. So right below the awning, we've got a Rigid Industries scene light right above the sliding door. That gives you plenty of illumination right outside the sliding door at night. We've got a stock glass on the sliding door. Most of these vans are coming with the stock solid glass with the color tint to them. Really see no reason to change those out unless you want some additional ventilation or unless your van doesn't come with glass in the sliding door, then we're happy to install a half slider window there. And then below that, we've got the stock running board from Ford. Decent little setup to be able to get in and out. It feels comfortable to get in and out of the van. Doesn't feel like you're going to slip or slide off of there. So this is one option. Other options are the Illuminess side steps or the Flatline Van Company side steps. All three of these are easy options for us to take care of for you. So moving back alongside the van, we've got the Flare Space Flare. We have these texture coated black and a nice bed liner spray. These flares have half slider windows with integrated bug screens, so you could have those open, get a nice breeze at night with a Max fan without worrying about the mosquitoes getting in. So for additional scene lighting on this van, we have two 20-watt scene lights on the driver's side of the van mounted to the roof rack, and we have two additional scene lights mounted on the rear of the roof rack pointed down. So these lights, including the one over the sliding door, we got plenty of illumination all the way around your van. Below that, we've got a Flatline Van Company tire carrier. This allows us to have our full-size spare. Like I said, this is a 265, 75, 16 tire. Whenever you go with larger tires in stock, they don't fit underneath the van anymore, so a tire carrier is definitely the way to go. So on the passenger side of the van, we got Flatline's gear platform mounted to the passenger side door. You can mount all sorts of different devices onto there. Propane tanks, recovery gear, bike racks. What we have on here is one of their slim boxes. So you've seen these on plenty of our other vans, and the regular depth box is about 4 inches deeper. So this is their slim box. This might be appropriate for people that are going to have a bike rack that might need a little bit more clearance for your bikes, but it's got the same functionality as their larger box, the flip up door and the flip down tray. Plenty of storage still in here, great for recovery gear or ropes or dirty shoes after fishing or something like that. And this awesome work surface. This is perfect. You could put a little grill here. You could cook on this place. You could do dishes. You could prep your fishing gear, whatever you want. So I love this box. This shallow box is kind of a neat addition to allow for maybe more space back here. So the last upgrade we did on the back of this van is this awning window. So we decided to give this guy a little extra airflow in the back of this van. Opens up, you've got a couple little levers right here, opens this guy up, and it'll awning out. You can lock the struts in there to keep it where you want it, but great little ventilation at the back, and it has a built-in bug screen into there. So you could have this open, got the built-in bug screen, so you can get plenty of ventilation, don't worry about the bugs getting in there. Open that back up, this just comes on back down, levers just lock back into place. I like these windows as well because you still have the full view around it. Some of the other windows that have just like the half slider, it's all blacked out, so you don't have much like visibility out the back of the window. So even though this has this frame for the awning window, you can still use and see out the rest of the window. Killer little setup. We only added one on this van because of the gear platform on the other side, but he wanted a little extra ventilation and this solved that problem. So moving on to the driver's side of the van, we have the flare space flare. This is that texture coated black like the other side, half slider window. We got the flatline side ladder that mounts up perfectly to the safari rack. This is my personal preferred way to get up and onto the roof rack is from a side ladder. Really adds easy functionality to get up there, put some gear down there, get up there, hang around up on the roof rack, get a better view of the surf, something along those lines. And then we've got a half slider window that fits perfectly in the OEM cutout of the Transit. So you can open up that window, you can have it open while you're driving, but it's also fantastic for just additional ventilation with the Max fan. All right, guys, that's it for the outside of this van. Let's take a look at the inside. All right, guys, so in the cockpit of this van, it really has just about everything. So it's got the upfitter switches, it's got an electronic brake controller, it's got the big HD screen that has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all your touchscreen controls for climate control, etc. All the comfort and safety features as well. It's got the 10-way power seats, it's got adaptive cruise control, blind spot assist, and the full-time digital rear view mirror as well. So this van's really got everything up front. So right inside the doorway, we've got our 36-inch doorway galley. This is in the ultra light gray colorway, so it's a little different than what we show quite often. Really pops inside this van. We've got our drop-down table. Outside, we've got our outlet built in here, so you could use this as a cooking space with an induction cooktop. You could have a computer out here doing some video editing or hold your drinks while you're hanging out at the beach. On the front of the galley, we've got our DR85 drawer-style fridge. This guy opens up. We've got plenty of capacity in here, as well as a built-in freezer section in this one. Close it up. We've got our drawer right above that. This is perfect for utensils, for cables, for charging devices, cutting boards, whatever you need in here. Perfect little drawer. Then we've got our two switches, one for the gray tank and one for the water pump. So this gray tank is mounted underneath the sliding door. It's a 16-gallon gray water tank, and you push that button and your electric valve opens up so you can drain it at an appropriate location. Water pump switch puts water to the sink, to the indoor shower, and to the rear shower as well. So easy to access these buttons. They do illuminate when they're on, so you know when you've got the gray tank open or the water pump switch on. All right, so continuing on with the galley, we've got some power ports here. We've got USB, USB-A and USB-Cs for some high-powered charging. We've got a 12-volt port here, so if you have some other device that you need to get charged from 12 volts, this is available. And we've got a 110 outlet here, so this is powered by the 3600-watt inverter. And it has USB-C on here as well, so you can charge some high-powered laptops that way from this location, but plenty of charging and power locations here in the front of the galley. On the top of the galley, we've got our aluminum countertop up here, nice texture-coated black, plenty of work surface. We've got our new deep sink here, integrated cutting board. This is a flip-down mixer valve, so you don't have to have it up on top anymore. It can be stored underneath here for a nice flat surface. We've got hot and cold water here, and nice deep sink for being able to do dishes if you need to. And then when you're all set and done, you can just put that back down, put the cutting board back in, and you've got full access to whatever else you might want to do up here. All right, so here we are in the lounge area of this van. So we've got two front seats swiveled up front. You got two spaces there. We've got a 60-inch overall bench seat here for plenty of seating. You can have a bunch of people in here hanging out. This is one of my favorite spots. We've got the lagoon table here. This is accessible from all 4 seats if you want to be able to share drinks, play a game of cards here, checkers. Somebody wants us to laser engrave a checkerboard on one of these things for the future, which might be kind of cool. But yeah, plenty of space. This is sort of new for us. We've shown this before. We've had this flip up extension, and that was specifically for a dog bed. All right, so like I said, we've done this for a dog bed before. This is going to be for a human bed, actually. So let me show you how easy this is to do that. I'm going to take off the Lagoon table off of its vertical post here first. Move this out of the way. This post is just going to come right on up and out. Now we've got these heavy duty latches. So this basically just flips up, super robust, heavy duty hinges here. This is going to fit right here. So head and shoulders up in this area, you got plenty of room for a large person. And then head in this direction, what we decided to do is to, we added a second Lagoon post at a specific height. And all you got to do, put this guy on here. So once we got our Lagoon table mounted there on the secondary mount, it's right over the seat, got the seat swiveled, you got plenty of room here. We got one last cushion to fit into place here. So now you've got yourself a 6 foot plus bed. I'm 6'4", check it out. Got plenty of space. Get my pillow, I got plenty of shoulder room here. I can stretch out, I don't feel like I'm gonna be squished at all. Pretty simple little setup, but it's awesome. Underneath our 60-inch bench / bed system, of course, is our storage. This guy can come out of the way. We got plenty of storage inside here. 42-inch storage box. We've got some of the window shades in this area. You could put all sorts of gear in here, camp chairs, oven, whatever you want to store in there. There's plenty of different space. We have a client that actually puts a microwave oven in there and then brings it out when they want to use it. And we also have the toilet here. This is our wrap-on Trekker toilet, easy to access. This is the best toilet for van life out there. It's an electric toilet. Heat seals the waste clothes in these bags. Takes about 90 seconds to take care of that. Little electric flush button here. Got some desiccant powder to help turn liquids into solids. Really, you've got no better toilet system in a van anywhere. This is the way to go. So in the upper half of this van, we've got a reading light here. A couple of our clients have asked for this, so you got an additional reading light. You can turn it on here, you can adjust it where you want. It also has a red light feature on this specific light. So this primarily started with one of our clients that's an astrophotographer. He wanted to maintain his eyesight at night. So we found this guy for him. A few other clients like it. This may end up being the standard in the future. We've got our MOLLE panel right up here, great for hanging items. We've got some 3D printed hooks that we're starting to make and provide to some of our clients, so you could hang a hat or a jacket or a small backpack or something like that from this area. Then we've got our overhead cabinet storage. So we've got a 28-inch cabinet and a 52-inch cabinet. So you got 3 doors, all bamboo. We've got his Starlink box up in here stored for him, and plenty of space, really robust cabinetry. These things are super sturdy. You can hang from them. Plenty of overhead storage. And then over the galley, this client opted for one of our microwave cabinets. So this cabinet is the exact same size and dimensions as our normal cabinetry. So this microwave, or the cabinet was built around this specific microwave, so it fits in here perfectly. Access panel for the power outlet for the back of this guy, but really great setup if you want to have a microwave inside the van. And then moving on forward, this is our control panel here. This is our EcoFlow power kit. So we've got 2 5-kilowatt batteries in here, water tank sensor, inputs and outputs, so you can maintain or manage all of your switches. So overhead ceiling lights, porch lights, Starlink, water heater, everything is all controllable from here, as well as from a smartphone app. Really kind of nice. And then we've got our control for our S-bar heater. The S-bar is mounted underneath the passenger seat. You can select the temperature that you'd like the heater to run towards and how long you'd like it to run, from 10 minutes all the way up to just hours on if you like. So super functional heater, get this thing nice and toasty warm, and easy to access control panel and all the good stuff up top. So in addition to the heater, additional air handling in this van is a max fan up here. This is in the front location. You can have this fan open while you're driving. You can have it open in the rain, but it's fantastic for pulling airflow in through the windows or the bunk windows or even the rear window in this van to move air, cool it down. I love this fan. It's really killer. A little bit farther back is our Nomadic Cooling X2 AC unit. This is a 48 volt air conditioning unit that pairs up perfectly with the 48 volts from the EcoFlow system. I love the flush manifold here, so it doesn't protrude into the van anywhere. You got 3 different louvers that are adjustable, control them, you can blow them where you want. Easy to access and turn on and off from in bed if you're interested. And there's also a remote up by the front galley that you can turn it on and off from there. And then last but not least is our little powerful fan here. I love this guy. Flips out. You can adjust this wherever you like. Turn it and point it right at you when you're sleeping in bed. It's got a low, a medium, and a high function. It's perfect for that white noise and for moving air inside the van at night. Fold it back out of the way, lock it into position. Perfect little storage spot while you're driving. Here we are at our bed. This is a queen size bed, 80 inches this direction, 60 inches this direction. Plenty of space for myself. Like I said, I'm about 6'4". My wife is 5'4", 5'5". She fits here perfectly as well. Really comfortable mattress from Roamrest. When you want to get this out of the way to get access to storage or open up the entire back of the van to be able to have, put bikes in here, motorcycle or sheets of plywood, Murphy bed panels just fold up right out of the way. Super easy. Hook to these bungees. I try to just keep it simple, manageable for everybody, but now you got all this space wide open for whatever you want. It's easy just to kind of hang out at the beach. You could use this as a work surface. You could have one panel down and use it as a work surface as well. But this gives you access to your batteries on this side and your plumbing on this side, and also our built-in shower on the inside of the van. So this is our Tetravan shower, folding shower pan. You've got hot and cold water, shower wand here, super easy to set up. Shower curtain will magnet to this frame all the way around and then hangs from hooks up in the ceiling. So you've got a nice enclosed waterproof shower inside the van. You'd step in from this side, hot and cold water, get a nice shower. It all drains through the grate into the gray tank underneath the van. And when you're done, folds up out of the way. That's the best thing about this shower, is that that's it. When you're not using it, it doesn't take up 3 feet by 2 feet and all that space in the van. It's there when you need it and not when you don't. Yeah, super awesome, and just opens up the entire van this way. For storage in this van, we've got plenty of storage in the tall fender box here. This guy opens up. Plenty of capacity in here for bedding, for camp chairs, whatever you need in this area. Below that is our power system. We've got our 2 5 kilowatt batteries in here, so for a total of 10 kilowatts, about 800 amp hours. We have a built-in compressor that we've got bolted into the van and wired into the power system, so you don't have to have your van on to use the compressor to air up your tires or your bike tires or stand-up paddleboard. Easy to access. Tons of power in this van for all your activities. So, and on the back of the box here, this is our fuse panel. This gives you access to all your circuit breakers for your 110 outlets, like the one that we have here at the back of the van, as well as the ones on the galley, microwave, etc. These are all your fuses for all the DC circuits in this van. So your fan, your lights, your water pump, your refrigerator, everything is all easily accessible here. If you got a fuse that goes out, super easy to get to. So on the passenger side of the van, this is the cabinet for our water tank. So we've got a 24-gallon wheel well water tank underneath here. Easy to access, easy access to the water pump or any of the valves if you want to winterize. Super easy to throw a couple of valves, turn on the water pump, and it drains the system. We also have a little additional MOLLE panel in the back here, perfect for hanging other gear, first aid kit, all that good stuff. And we've got our access water panel here. So we've got our water fill in this area. We can fill this up with a regular garden hose. And we've got our hot and cold mixer valve and shower wand out the back of the van as well. So super easy to rinse off after a bike ride or after a surf outside the van as well. All All right, guys, that's it for the tour of this 2025 high roof all-wheel drive Transit. We think we turned it into a killer adventure van, some really fun colors inside, some added features of a flip-up bed for another adult bed if you want in this van. If you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to our channel. Stick around. We're going to have a tour of this new shop here in the next couple of weeks as well, and hope to see you on the next video.